Hello, family and friends. Welcome to another live broadcast of Oriyomi, Solomon Adewumi. Wow, spring in the air. Mother's Day close by. You know, life can be challenging, daunting, and become so complex sometimes that you don't even know where to pick your pieces up. And when you pass through this kind of situation in life, the only thing you can do is to partner with the Lord Jesus Christ. Maybe you are, and the only thing you have, the only identity you have also is taken away from you. Sorry about that. The network was poor and disconnected. And it's taken away from you. And you are asking, where do you start from here? You know, life can be so daunting and challenging that you find yourself in this kind of situation, and all people could do for you is just to weep and weep and weep just to console you. If you have ever find yourself in that situation, I can assure you, hope is not gone. If Jesus can be in your life. Yes. You say, Oriyomi, what are you saying? How is that possible? The reason why I'm telling you that's possible is because I've been a living testimony and testament to that. And sometimes your life looks as if it has shattered, that you don't even know where to pick up your pieces up again. And all you can just do is to cry and cry and cry. But in this kind of circumstances and this kind of situation in which your life is broken, the Lord Jesus Christ can rewrite the stories of your life and compensate you and give you an untold 11th hours miracle. You say, Oriyomi, is that possible? Let's read the book of Luke, chapter number 7, verse 11 to 20, verse 11 to 15. I'm reading New Living Translation. Now, soon afterward, Jesus went with his disciple to the village of Nain, and a large crowd followed him. Verse 12. A funeral procession was coming out. As he approached the village gate, the young man who had died was a widow's only son, and a large crowd from the village was with her. When the Lord saw her, his heart overflowed with compassion. "Don't cry," he said. Then he walked over to the coffin and touched it. And the bearers stopped. "The young man," he said, "I tell you, get up." Then the dead sat up and began to talk, and Jesus gave him back to his mother. That's verse 15. Let's stop there. Do you see that account? Jesus was at the right place at the right time in that woman's life, when all hope has gone for her, and it looks as if the only identity she has as a woman is taken away from her. She was a widow. At that age that is being recorded as a widow, it is very difficult for that woman to start life all over again. Her husband has died. The Bible didn't tell us how the man died. And the only source of livelihood that woman is looking up to now, death has come, snatched it away from her. And it looks as if there is nothing that can happen again to that woman. No woman wants to lose a child. So you can see the anguish of that woman wailing, crying that how am I going to start all over again? This foundation is broken. This life is broken. How am I going to start all over again? Where do you want that woman to start from? But do you see? Jesus was at the right place and at the right time. And do you notice what Jesus did when he made encounter with that woman? He was overwhelmed with compassion. And he said to the woman, he didn't address the problem of that woman immediately. The first thing he told the woman is to bring her source of hope back. When your hope is kept intact, you can be able to receive the miracle that the Lord Jesus Christ wants to bring your way. So I beg of you, don't let go of your hope, no matter what life might throw at you. Jesus told the woman, he said, don't cry again. No, the psalmist wrote in the book of Psalm 30 verse 5, say, weeping may tarry for the night, but joy cometh in the morning. Jesus told the woman, he said, don't cry again. He was moved with compassion. He said, don't cry again. Miracle will happen. And everybody that is there is wondering, which miracle do you want to do again? 11th hour, we are already taking this boy to go and bury. Are you also at that verge? Are you also at that situation now that your only source of hope is being taken to go and be buried? But what did Jesus do? He said, wipe your tears. Don't cry again. Don't worry. And after that, he touched the coffin and said, young man, come back to life. Now I said in one of my previous videos, man is a spirit. He has a soul that lives in the body. Spirits don't die. What Jesus did at that moment is to call back the spirit of that boy into his body, uniting it with his soul. And he can rebuild your life as well, no matter how broken, no matter how you think it is difficult for you to start all over again, no matter what is taken away from you, no matter how challenging and how you think, where will you start from now? Jesus can rebuild your life for you. If he can do it for that woman, that widow of Nain, humanly speaking, it might be very difficult. You might think it's impossible, but not with God, not with Jesus. I'm a living testimony. 11th hour's miracle is possible. When people think all hope is gone for you, and when even you yourself find it difficult to believe something good can still come out of you, when your identity is taken away from you, it can restore your identity to you. And that's what Jesus did for that woman. Restore back a means of livelihood, restore back her identity, and say, woman, don't cry again. He touched the coffin, rose what is broken back to life, resurrect what is broken back to life. You say, I'm the life. So he gave back the life to that boy, to that young man, gave the identity that has been taken away from that woman back to her. And when Jesus rose the boy, what did he do? He returned back the boy, the source of livelihood, the identity of that woman back to her. So whatsoever life might have taken away from you, and it look as if your life has come to an end, I can assure you, if you genuinely partner with the Lord Jesus Christ, He will come into your life when you really needed Him most, when every hope has gone, like that woman. I'm a living testimony. When all hope is gone for me, and it look as if nothing good can come out of me again, He came to me. He said, Oriyomi, I saw everything that happened to you. I saw your shortcoming. I saw your mistakes. I saw everything that happened to you. And I saw your identity that has been taken away from you now. And He said, I will help you. He's also ready to help you as well. But you need to allow Him. With God, not a little thing. Not all, but some things. But all things are possible. No matter what is broken in your life, no matter how it is, Jesus will help you when you really